Buy it or bad things will happen. That's really the bedrock principle of finance and insurance, right? All of our closes, our menu presentations, our preambles are all based on the fact that the average consumer cannot afford, or at least would be very uncomfortable affording, an unforeseen repair bill on top of their monthly payment. While this is the bedrock of F&I, and while it still does have some merit and you still can close a lot of sales this way, I think we need to recognize that the world around us is changing. And if the F&I industry does not change along with it, we will be left behind. Our sales will diminish over the next few years if we do not evolve with it. Let me explain what I mean. The world is moving from a price-based economy to a convenience-based economy. Look at companies like DoorDash and Grubhub. It wasn't so long ago, 5-10 years ago, where people would be more than willing to call in an order to the restaurant, drive down the street, and pick it up. Nowadays, there are millions of consumers who will spend $20 more on a meal for their family to have someone else pick it up and bring it to them. They'll pay the fee to the company. They'll pay a tip to the driver. They'll pay a surcharge. And when you add it all up, it's a lot of money just to have the food delivered to them instead of driving the 3 miles or so to the restaurant to pick it up themselves. Companies like Target, Walmart, you click a button, you drive up, someone will bring the products out to you, place it in your trunk, and all you have to do is continue listening to the radio while they do it. Drive away, you never have to talk to them. People are moving towards a convenience-based economy, and they will pay more money to do it. Our local supermarket, Wegmans, you can do a system where you order the products online, you pull up, they'll bring your grocery bags right out, put it inside. But if you look at the cost of the items, every single one of them is marked up between a few cents to even $1. You're paying more for that convenience. Yet there's always a line every day for people doing it. Now, how can F&I take advantage of this convenience-based economy? Well, for one thing, as time goes on, you will never fully replace the fact that people are not going to be prepared for unforeseen repair bills. You've seen the studies, you've seen the facts, you know that the average consumer doesn't have more than a few $100s to maybe $1,000 in their savings account at any given time for repair bills. A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck, so they do need a vehicle service contract to protect them financially. But in their mindset, they also have a convenience aspect that they need to hear about. Let's talk about an example. Mr. Customer, I completely understand what you're saying. You don't see the value in the vehicle service contract because, in your words, you have the financial resources to take care of any unforeseen repair bill as they come up. And I completely understand, Mr. Customer. I have other customers in the exact same situation. But there's something that I want to share with you that the other customers realized. Do you mind if I do so? Thank you so much. What the other customers realized is it's not just about the cost savings of having a vehicle service contract. It's the convenience. I'm sure you're a very busy person, Mr. Customer. If you have an unforeseen repair that comes up, we will not only arrange for your car to be towed from wherever it is to the repair shop, we'll not only arrange to have it fixed at our repair shop on the vehicle service contract's dime, but we will also provide you with a rental vehicle to use while your car is being repaired. That convenience, Mr. Customer, is why some of our customers who do not need the financial aspect of the vehicle service contract still choose to take it. That is one example of using a convenience close rather than a financial close. Mrs. Customer, I completely understand. You don't want to add the vehicle service contract because it'll raise your monthly payment. And as it is, the monthly payment's already at the top end of where you want it to be when you came to the dealership, right? I understand. I've been there too. You know, Mr. Customer, you also mentioned that you have other bills that you have to kind of think about and budget in and try to figure out what fits where and how to make it all work, right? Yeah. You know, I do want to point one thing out to you. By adding the vehicle service contract to your monthly payment right now, That's one less thing you have to worry about. Instead of adding an extra nest egg to cover any unforeseen car repairs over the next 5 to 7 years, you can budget in right here today. So you can check it off your to-do list for the next 7 years of your life. It's one less thing for you to have to worry about. As you mentioned, there's so many other bills for you to worry about. Not only will it cover your car repairs, it'll also give you a rental car. It'll also give you a hotel stay if you're out of town and your car breaks down on the side of the road. It'll also cover your roadside assistance. If you add the tire and wheels, if anything happens to your tires or your wheels, your rims, etc., it'll cover that as well. This customer, I want you to realize that this actually takes away from your burdens. It's one less thing that you have to worry about and you have to budget for. And you could do it for only this price right here. That is another way to use the convenience close and not just talk about the finances. Finances will always be intertangled within whatever we do in finance and insurance. After all, half of F&I is finance. So what can you do going forward to utilize what you learned today in your own personal F&I office? Well, the biggest piece of advice I can give you is to listen. Don't just wait for the next opportunity to talk. We often do that. Everyone is guilty of it, including myself. Don't just wait for the next opportunity to talk. Listen to what the customer is telling you. If the customer is telling you that they do not think that they could afford to add any of your products because they have 100 other bills to think of, kindly show them that by adding your F&I products, it's one less thing that they have to worry about. It actually takes away from their burdens. If they have a bill list and it includes a nest egg for car repairs, a nest egg for small incidentals like needing to get a rental or needing a hotel if they ever get stuck out of town, or you name it. This checks off the boxes. It's less things that they need to worry about. That is a convenience aspect, and it's also a financial aspect. If you have a customer of wealth who clearly tells you that they do not need the vehicle service contract because they can afford their repairs, that's okay. Respect that. But you can also point out to them kindly that, Mr. Customer, this is not just about finances, it's about convenience. This vehicle service contract will set you up with a rental car. It'll take care of the repairs. You don't have to do anything. It'll even tow it from wherever it's sitting to our shop. It's convenience, not just financials. The world is changing. 2020 has forever moved things. It's forever shifted things. The shift would have happened eventually, but it was pushed further along by 2020. So take advantage of that. Move along with the change or be left behind. This was Ryan with FinanceManagerTraining.com. Talk to you guys later.